Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. Donde sea que estés en este momento, esto es El Momento, and I'm your host, Eleanor Orrillo. Welcome to Season 3 of El Momento. This season, we will be talking about current events and social justice issues and talk about how we, as teens, can make a real difference. I'm so excited to kick off my 2025 with all of you. Today, we're talking about resolutions, but not the kind like sleep more or have less screen time. I'm talking about resolutions that empower us to create positive change in the world. So let's dive in. So, why do resolutions matter? Resolutions can feel cheesy, but they're really about setting goals to become the best version of ourselves. As teens, we have so much potential to influence change. Think about it. We're the next voters, the next leaders, the next activists. Every small action we take builds momentum. For example, did you know that Malala began advocating for girls' education when she was just 11? Or that Greta Thunberg's climate strike started when she was 15? Big changes often start with small steps. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Eleanor, I make resolutions every single year and I just can't seem to follow through with them. I'm going to be the first one to tell you that the key to making a strong resolution that you will follow through with is having a short term and a long term one. Your short term one may be one that only lasts from the start of January to the end of January, or something around 3 months, and your long term goal may be something that happens for June. Starting out with the shorter term goals will help you feel more empowered to complete the long term ones later on. If you just aim for something that you won't see results from immediately, you may become discouraged or may push it aside for later, and before you know it, the end of the year is already here. Feeling a lack of inspiration for different resolutions you could find for this year? Here are 5 resolutions for positive change. Number 1, support a cause you care about. Pick one issue you're passionate about, whether it's climate change, racial justice, or animal rights. Follow organizations on social media, attend events, or even start a club at your school. Number 2, reduce your carbon footprint. Small steps like using reusable water bottles, eating less meat, or biking instead of driving make a big difference over time. You could also choose to cut back on spending and reuse clothes that maybe you haven't used in a while. Number 3, speak up about injustice. If you see something unfair, call it out. Whether it's a sexist comment or a school policy that's outdated, your voice matters. Teaching yourself how to be outspoken is something so important that I feel a lot of people lack nowadays. As long as you're respectful, your comments matter. Number 4, volunteer locally. Check out local food banks, community cleanups, or tutoring opportunities. Helping your own community is one of the easiest ways to see an immediate impact. And number 5 is to practice kindness every day. This might sound small, but kindness is contagious. Compliment someone, help a friend with homework, or just be there to listen. It's simple, but it's powerful. Once again, pick something to be your short term goal and then pick something to be your long term goal. For example, if you want to support a cause you care about, your short term goal may be to follow some of their pages on Instagram. For example, if you're really into women's rights, you may follow Inspiring Girls USA or Inspiring Girls from whatever country you're listening to this from on Instagram. That is taking the first step. And then potentially you could reach out to them about becoming an advocate for some of their programs or finding a way to implement a club at your school. That would be more long term. And there you're checking off 2 of these inside of this whole sphere of these 5 options that I'm giving you, because you are both helping your community and also supporting something that you care about. Now it's your turn. I want you to pick one of these resolutions and commit to it. Write it down, share it with a friend, or post it online and tag Beauty Within You so we can cheer each other on. A personal example is how I have restarted my podcast. That's kind of focusing on resolution number 3, which is speaking up about injustice. This is my platform to advocate for things that I care about and also to inspire others to find something they are passionate about. So that's how I am fulfilling my New Year's resolution. I'm taking the first step and getting back into podcasting, getting back into, okay, I need to make a script, I need to record an episode no matter how tedious or long it may take me. Remember, no action is too small. The world needs more of us to take that first step and allow this to be your first step. Allow this year to be your year where you finally reach for those goals you really want to. They don't have to relate to social justice if you don't want them to be. Anything that can leave a positive impact on this world is so important and so necessary for our future. Thank you so much for tuning in to this first episode of 2025. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe and share this episode with your friends. Don't forget to follow Beauty Within You on Instagram for updates and extra content. Let's make 2025 our year to shine. As always, I'm your host, Eleanor Orrillo, and this has been El Momento. See you next time.